Do what's best and go fight Errol Spence then. Shut up, take a little bit less money, be quiet, humble yourself, and fight Errol Spence, he a stud. Do what he say, and then you might be the challenger sometimes.
Man, sit your ass down.
So what I do, YouTube? It's your boy King David in this thing, and I'm back at y'all again with another video. Okay, so before I get going on the video, man, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, hit the like button. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe one time for your boy, so we can continue to grow like we need to grow on this channel. You know what I mean? Okay, so y'all see what the title of the video, man, is, man. Errol Spence and his team continues to make themselves look worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro, if I was from Texas, man, I would be ashamed to say that I'm from Texas if I had a guy like Errol Spence representing me. I would be ashamed. I would be ashamed. I wouldn't even tell nobody I'm from Texas. I wouldn't even tell nobody I'm from the same place as this scary ass dude, Errol Spence. I wouldn't even tell nobody. I would lie. I'd be like, man, I'm from Vegas. I wouldn't even tell nobody I'm from Texas. This dude, Errol Spence, and Team Errol Spence, they continue to make the entire state of Texas look bad. Not only are they making themselves look bad, but they make the entire state of Texas look bad. But don't take my word for it. Check out the clip with Errol Spence Jr. embarrassing him, Jermell, and the entire state of Texas. Check it out.
Speaking of weight classes, Derek, Crawford and Jermell, what do you think? What happens if they fight?
I ain't fighting no Jermell. If I can't fight him, he ain't fighting Jermell.
but he's called him
If I
out.
can't fight him, you have to lose. Yeah.
But I say he did call him out.
It don't matter what he did. Shit, it ain't happening. Call him all you want. I guarantee he's not gonna happen.
Okay, so this has got to be the weakest thing I've ever seen. One of the weakest motherfucking things I've ever seen in my life. And there's so many reasons for why this is weak as fuck. And why the entire state of Texas should be ashamed of this dude right now. You know what I mean? The first reason the entire state of Texas should be ashamed of this dude is, since when did this dude start promoting Jermell Charlo? I didn't know that Jermell Charlo signed to Man Down Promotions. I didn't know he did that. I didn't get the memo. Somebody let me know who put this nigga in charge of the matchmaking between Jermell Charlo and Terence Crawford. I'm just trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? So the level of arrogance, but at the same time, the level of insecurity involved in even making a bullshit statement like that is astounding, right? I mean, it's arrogant because it's like, nigga, who is you? who is you, nigga, to tell? Who is you to say that Bud can't fight this guy or that guy? Who is you to say that Jermell can't fight this guy or that guy? Nigga, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? It's arrogant. But then it's insecure because it's like, never mind Terence Crawford, but Jermell Charlo's supposed to be your boy. He's supposed to be your guy, right? That's supposed to be your ace. You know what I'm saying? Why would you not want your guy to get the opportunity to fight in the biggest fight of his career? Why would you not want him to have that opportunity? I mean, the whole world knows you don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? The whole world knows you don't want no smoke. So why would you not want Jermell to potentially get the smoke that you don't want? You know what I mean? It can't be nothing but insecurity. It can't be nothing but low self-esteem. You know what I mean? Because if Jermell was to somehow beat Bud Crawford, which wouldn't happen, but if he was somehow able to beat Bud Crawford, he overshines you, right? If Bud was somehow to beat Jermell Charlo, once again, you're overshined. Right? So either way, if that fight was to somehow take place without you, you'd be left out in the cold. And you understand that. You understand that the world would look at you for the duck that you are, the coward that you are. They would have full comprehension of it, because Terence Bud Crawford would have moved up to his 4th weight class and beat the guy that trains with you, thus making you insignificant and irrelevant. You know what I mean? So no worries, Errol Spence. We can smell the insecurity on you. We can smell the fear on you. No worries. We know exactly what this is. And this is why it's so weak. Right? And the next reason why the entire state of Texas should be ashamed of Errol Spence is we all know what's been going on the last 5 years. We've all been paying attention to the get a belt first, the 60-40, 70-30, the easy route. We all watched you stall out this fight with Bud Crawford for the last 5 years. We all watched this farce of a negotiation take place where Bud Crawford leaves Top Rank, right? But instead of you fighting Bud Crawford, you sign on to fight your Dennis Ugas, right? You pay a guy step aside money, which is the definition of a violation. You pay a guy step aside money, right? So that you can fight a guy that nobody cares about in your Dennis Ugas. And then you turn around and you don't give Bud Crawford a guarantee for a fight. So the step aside money that you gave Stanionis could have very easily been applied to the Bud Crawford fight. But no. You pay Stanionis step aside money to fight Ugas, right? A fight nobody wanted to see. We watched the farce negotiations take place. We watched you niggas stall out these negotiations for 6 months. You started talking in June. Bud didn't get the first contract till August, right? And then you throw out the bullshit deal, the 35%, the no guarantee, the no transparency. What Bud had to negotiate to get some transparency according to you. Then, on top of all that, right? Bud takes a fight and you crash another car. You crash yet another car, nigga. Meaning you out the ring a whole nother 6 months, and that's gonna be a whole nother video. But you hear what I'm saying. This man then stalled out the fight the last 5 years. And at 6 months, it's going to be 5.5 years, y'all. It'll be 5.5 years since Terence Bud Crawford had been called out Errol Spence Jr. So after 5.5 years of stalling out Bud Crawford, you want to play matchmaker. And you want to decide that because Bud Crawford can't fight you, the guy who's been running for 5 years, that he can't fight Jermell Charlo. If that ain't the weakest shit I've ever heard in my the insecurity and the arrogance. But y'all know the third and final reason why this is weak as fuck and the entire state of Texas should be ashamed of Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo. The third reason everybody should be ashamed of these niggas is because Jermell Charlo has made it very clear. He's made it very clear. I don't know how many of y'all been following this, but he's made it very clear that he wants no parts of a Terence Bud Crawford. Every single time Terence Bud Crawford's name is brought up to Jermell Charlo, he always gets emotional. His eyes always well up full of tears. He always gets angry. Y'all saw the video at the beginning, right? Y'all saw the clip. It's always this whole lot of emotion that comes from Jermell Charlo when it comes to Terence Bud Crawford, right? So instead of giving Jermell Charlo the opportunity to stand up like a man, something that you, Errol Spence, couldn't do. Instead of giving him the opportunity to stand up like a man and fight the guy who everybody's saying he don't want to fight. You completely take away that opportunity from him. And you create yet another excuse for Jermell Charlo. The new excuse for these dudes are going to be like, oh, Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence are too good of friends. They're too good of friends, so because they're friends, Jermell can't fight Bud Crawford. He's too good of friends with Errol Spence. You don't want them to sacrifice their friendship, right? That's what a lot of these niggas gonna go on with, right? But it should be the opposite though, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it be the opposite? If y'all good of friends, shouldn't it be the opposite? The fact that you can't make the fight, so you let your homeboy get the fight and smash this dude on your behalf. But no. The new excuse and the new reason why the fight can't happen is because Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence are too good of buddies. So the fight can't happen. Right? Y'all gonna justify Jermell Charlo ducking the shit out of Terence Bud Crawford because he's too good of buddies with Errol Spence. Right? That's gonna be the new narrative. Him and Earl are besties, so for that reason Jermell can't fight Terence Bud Crawford because they don't want their friendship to be ruined. This shit sounds completely and utterly ridiculous, man, the more that I think about it. And the shit just speaks to how sad the state of boxing is right now, right? You know what I mean? This is just sad. The fact that we even got niggas justifying this kind of bullshit. Nevertheless, I digress. Because you know what I really think? I really think that this is Errol Spence throwing an alley-oop. An alley-oop to Jermell Charlo. We've been watching Jermell Charlo energy over the last 3 and 4 years towards Terence Bud Crawford. We see how emotional he get when somebody bring up Terence Bud Crawford. I think Errol Spence is throwing him an alley-oop. I think Errol Spence is creating a built-in excuse for Jermell Charlo to duck the shit out of a Terence Bud Crawford. Right? We saw Jermell ain't want no smoke from jump. And now he got a reason. Right? Now he got a reason. He don't want to piss off his stablemate. He don't want to ruin the relationship between him and his bestie for Resty Errol Spence Jr. Right? This was all a part of the plan. The fact of the matter is these niggas know they don't want no smoke with a Terence Bud Crawford. And it shows. It shows through what they say. It shows through their actions. These dudes, both Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo, are cowards. They're cowards. They don't want no smoke. I said what I said. I said what I said. But let me know what your thoughts is, man. Hit it up in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And everybody, and I do mean everybody, be sure to hit that goddamn like button on your way out. But until next time, I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.
That's what happened as soon as the stoppage happened. That's what happened there.